In 1848, a 12-year-old boy named Andrew Carnegie arrived at the docks of New York City. He was a dirt-poor immigrant from Scotland, fleeing starvation. His first job in America was as a bobbin boy in a dusty Pennsylvania textile mill, earning just $1.20 a week. At night, he slept in a tiny room, dreaming of a better life. This is the ultimate rags to riches story, the tale of how a boy who started with nothing became the man who built the backbone of the American empire and redefined the meaning of wealth. Carnegie's rise was fueled by a relentless curiosity. He worked as a Western Union messenger boy, memorizing the faces and names of every important businessman in Pittsburgh. He taught himself to read Morse code by ear, a skill that caught the eye of railroad executives. But his true visionary moment came when he saw the future of infrastructure: steel. At the time, steel was expensive and rare, used only for cutlery and swords. Railroads and bridges were made of iron, which was brittle and dangerous. Carnegie bet everything on a new technology called the Bessemer Process, which allowed steel to be mass-produced at a fraction of the cost. He built the Edgar Thomson Steel Works, and suddenly, the age of steel was born. His steel didn't just lay the tracks for the railroads that unified the continent, it allowed American cities to grow upward. Without Carnegie's steel, the iconic skylines of Manhattan and Chicago simply wouldn't exist. He was the man who provided the skeleton for the American dream. By 1901, Carnegie was ready to retire. He sold Carnegie Steel to J.P. Morgan for $480 million. In today's money, that transaction made him the richest man on the planet, surpassing even John Rockefeller for a time. But it's what he did next that truly shocked the world. Carnegie believed in a philosophy he called the gospel of wealth. He famously stated, "The man who dies thus rich dies disgraced." He didn't believe in passing his billions down to spoiled heirs. Instead, he spent the rest of his life giving it all away. He built over 2,500 public libraries across the United States and the world, believing that if you give people the tools to learn, they can change their own lives just as he did. He founded Carnegie Mellon University and built Carnegie Hall, the crown jewel of American culture. Andrew Carnegie's legacy isn't just the skyscrapers or the bridges that still stand today. It is the proof that in America, your starting point does not define your destination. He transformed from a penniless laborer into an industrial titan and finally into the world's greatest philanthropist. He taught us that true success isn't about how much you collect, but how much you contribute to the progress of humanity.